Good morning, Dubai. It is Thursday morning. This is the Lovin Dubai show with me, Casey.
And me, Masa.
And we go through the big trending stories across the country. Our top story for you today, 60 self-driving cars are about to launch in Dubai.
And UAE residents can now save more as employers are raising housing allowances.
We're also talking about CCTV footage of a man abusing a cat, which has sparked outrage online.
And the Red Sea cable cuts are not the only reason the Wi-Fi is slow in the UAE.
And we're excited to welcome our guest today. Speaking of animals, we're going to meet the Dubai woman who has rehomed and rescued 1,000 cats.
And today's rapid weather report, it's mostly sunny with temperatures ranging from 28 to 36 Celsius.
We're a new show. We talk about trending topics. And I have to say, for our first topic of the day, we are late to the party and I blame Masa.
Why? I didn't know what 67 was.
It's your job to bring the lingo and to explain it to me so I can try and stay relevant to trending things.
But here's the thing. Us Gen Zs are starting to feel old because we are not understanding the new lingos.
So this is a Gen Alpha thing?
This is a Gen Alpha thing.
What age are Gen Alpha?
I think they're below the age of 18.
Ah, so they're coming up.
Yeah, they're coming
they're
up.
Online.
They're the next annoying generation.
They're what?
They're the next annoying generation.
So does that mean you're starting to feel old now?
I saw this post, okay? Someone was just basically posted about how they found us. So how those Gen Alpha are using us Gen Zs being back in high school as Pinterest boards and as mood boards, as those inspiration, like an aesthetic.
Oh, as inspiration.
You know how
That's complimentary.
You know how we used to say, oh my God, to be a high school student back into early 2000s. Now Gen Alphas are using us as their new aesthetic.
That's nice. That's complimentary.
It's complimentary, but we're starting to feel old. What do you mean?
Does it make you feel 67?
What is 67? What is 67? I doom scrolled to see what 67 is because all I saw was just people my age complaining and asking, what is 67?
Yeah.
And then you try to search it up on TikTok.
Try to understand what it means.
And it's telling me it's just a saying. But what is a saying? How can 67 be a saying?
Before I explain it to you, because I've done my research, is anyone, first of all, have you heard of the phrase, one? And second of all, could you explain what it means? Because I'm about to explain what it means and you might tell me I'm wrong. So you've heard the phrase.
I've heard it, 67.
But you don't know what it means.
I have no idea what it means.
You don't know the reference from the song Skrilla? From Skrilla's song? Doot Doot?
What's Skrilla's song?
Skrilla's got a song called Doot Doot.
Okay, and he says 67?
I think. He says 67. I think he's referencing the height of a basketball player. 6'7".
Oh.
But that might lead you to believe that 67 means something else. But actually, apparently, it's not even 67. 6'7". Sorry, I'm so wrong. 6'7". It just means like vague. So. So like, how are you feeling today? 67. No, I can't even do it.
What does it mean? How do you feel like today? 67. Is it like, you know how we...
I can't.
Did we have any other phrase like similar to that when we were younger that we used, like 67 or 21?
I think it's 6'7". I'm messing up there. Yeah, it's 6'7".
Or you know how we used to say 21 all the time? 21?
No.
Because there was this... You remember Vine?
Yeah.
Okay. Vine, the good old days. Okay, Vine. There was this meme of someone was asking his little brother, what's 9 plus 10? And he said 21. It's clearly not the answer.
Right.
But we started using it as part of our slang. Like every time you talk to me, I'll say 21.
Gen Alpha are ripping.
You're copying us,
trend.
Basically. Yeah, this is what I'm assuming.
They're
it's like
ripping
similar
a
to
trend.
that.
Yeah, they're literally just dropping it. And if there's like a teacher in high school in America who mentions either 6 or 7, apparently the class just like falls apart laughing. They just think it's the most hilarious
How
thing.
is that funny? You know what? They're kids, whatever. Let them enjoy themselves.
6, 7. That's how I feel about this story. Let's jump into our top story of the day. 60 Self-driving cars are about to be launched in Dubai, in Jumeirah and Sakim, which will change the game for autonomous transport. So if you spot a car without a driver this weekend, now you'll know why. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Defence and Chairman of the Executive Council of Dubai, inaugurated the Dubai World Self-Driving Transport Exhibition in Dubai this weekend, an event which 55 leading exhibitors showcasing innovations in self-driving vehicles and buses, robotics, AI, and smart sustainable mobility.
His Highness was briefed on the latest updates regarding the launch of the self-driving taxi service, where 3 leading companies have begun pilot operations of more than 60 self-driving vehicles in Jumeirah and Souqi. The service is scheduled to be launched commercially without a driver in 2026.
His Highness also reviewed the unified visual identity to be applied across all self-driving vehicles. So when you spot it, you can see it right behind me here. The brand is called Dubai Future Ride, and that will be attached to all autonomous vehicles. So if you see a car without a driver, without this branding, that's when you should get concerned. The vehicles provide passengers an exceptional experience, including interactive entertainment and screens powered by AI.
Self-driving cars.
This has been a long time coming.
Yeah, and I would love to have a self-driving car. You know, not okay. I would test it first on a taxi, and then I would want to have a self-driving car myself. So I think it's an experience to go into a taxi that's self-driving, because I know a lot of people don't like the small little quick chats, with the driver. Okay, and you see how it operates, you see how it goes, and then you can have one on your own, hopefully, one day. Since you can save up more on housing.
What do you mean save? So, because you're saving on having a driver?
No, since when we move on to our next story.
Oh, because you'll be saving. So you'll be able to afford it.
Yes.
Just to give people an idea that Dubai is always ahead of the game, this self-driving strategy has been part of the agenda for many years, and the plan was to raise autonomous transport in Dubai to 25% by 2030 and then to 36% by 2040. So this will be a game changer.
This will be part of our daily life, basically, sooner. 2040 is so close. We think it's so far away, but it's so close.
What age will I be? I'll be like 80.
In 20 years?
No.
Oh, God.
No, it's 15 years.
Now, you know how we need to teach our parents how to use social media? Now they'll teach us how to use the self-driving cars.
And they'll look back at this show and they'll be like, you're so behind.
You're
what are you talking about with your with your cars and your steering wheels?
And your, expectations of how the car will be. And oh, God.
And your petrol.
And your petrol, yeah.
It's all changing, and Dubai is at the forefront, and that's a great thing that we get to live here.
So let's move on to our next story, where you can be saving more. UAE residents can now save more UAE employees can save more as. Why am I glitching today? UAE residents can save more now as employers are raising housing allowances. So good news for UAE residents, rent worries might ease a little as employers are stepping in to help. So according to Mercer's 2025 report, housing allowances are on the rise with an average hike of 4% compared to last year.
The report shows that 70% of UAE employers still provide a separate housing allowance, while 25% roll it into the salary. So if you're watching, let us know where you sit on that. Among those offering allowances, just over half, 52%, pay in advance, while 48% don't.
Support doesn't stop at rent either. Nearly 9 out of 10 employers are also covering schooling, although policies vary. Some companies offer the same benefit across the board, while others base them on seniority for families. Understanding exactly what's covered is key to planning long-term expenses and avoid budget surprises.
For employers, these benefits aren't just about support. They're a way to attract and retain talent in an increasingly competitive UAE job market. With rents climbing, allowances and perks are becoming more than a bonus. They really are. They are a deciding factor for many residents choosing where to work and live. It is a employer's market, I believe. I think there's a lot of interest from all around the world to get people to work here, but they also have the pick of talent, because talented people from around the world want to move to the UAE, and it's deciding benefit factors like this that will decide where these talented people choose to work.
And if you feel like, and I think, and if you look at it in that way, if you have housing perks, if you have increasing salary to consider the increase of rent, employees would become more loyal to the company. They'd appreciate it more. They feel like they're recognized. They feel like they're understood by how the rents are rising and how it's becoming super demanding. And just before yesterday, we were talking about the schooling demands. And now, if it's considered as part of your salary, or I know a lot of companies also, they can have discounts, or they pay around 25% into the schooling. It can really help the employees in considering maybe not considering homeschooling. But I have this question to you though. Would you rather have it as a separate allowance, or would you rather have it within your salary?
Well, is it the same amount either way?
Yeah, but like, would it help you differentiate, or would it just make you spend more?
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm trying to think, because now we have it within our salary and it's a percentage. I have no idea what that is, what that percentage is.
You need to look into it.
I have to look into it. I have no idea. In my old employment, which was a school, we had free accommodation, or they gave you cash to go out and get a place, but you had to be married to get that, and I wasn't married, so there was a bit. I think, like, it just depends on the money. If it's more, like, whichever is more,
right now,
wherever the money is bigger.
Would you look into the company that would offer schooling or housing? Like, would that be a consideration, or just a good job at a good company, good title?
Yeah, I think benefits make a big difference, and I think it depends on what stage you're at in life, and I think housing is part of most packages. Like, you've got housing and transport within your salary.
Maybe increase
the benefits that would make a big difference to me as I get older. Health insurance, like top tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you want the good doctor, you want the good hospital, one, and then schooling.
True, schooling is really important.
If the day comes.
I noticed that, although my brother is not married, but he's in his 30s, and that's what he considers, like, when he looks into new jobs or maybe career hopping. That's what he looks at, is like, does this company offer schooling? But he's not married. But it's ingrained in his mind. Like, will they help with the school fees? Yeah.
I think joy of the job comes first.
Yeah.
Then benefits.
And then benefits. But
company culture or benefits. Like,
company
the reality
is so important.
The day to day is exactly, but like, it's actually, that's a real tricky one. So I think you go in looking for the benefits, and then you just hope the company culture is there as well.
I think we look into the benefits when we look for jobs. Benefits mostly. Yeah.
Okay, but that's good news that it looks like some employers are set to rise that. Let's jump into a shocking, disturbing story. We should have a trigger warning here. We're not showing the whole video on the show, but if disturbing animal content is triggering to you, please look away now. CCTV footage of a man abusing a cat sparks outrage. The story was shared yesterday after a video surfaced online of a man abusing a cat, and viewers have, of course, called the act cruel and unacceptable, demanding that we take swift action.
Animal abuse is a punishable offence in the UAE, with strict laws in place to protect animals and hold offenders accountable. This disturbing clip is a stark reminder that our pets and strays deserve care, kindness and protection.
We look at this story as an awareness piece.
I couldn't watch this video, honestly.
Yeah.
It was too disturbing. But that's the thing, like, every time we see those animal abuse videos, it's always like, you can't justify it. You can't try to give them excuses. You can't blame it on bad temper, or you can't blame it on a bad day, because it's unprovoked. Like, what did this cat do to you? What did this dog do to you? What did this pet do to you? Because they're just animals. And stray cats, they're begging for food. They don't have food. They're just trying to live. But it's good, like, we do have a big cat community here in Dubai that try to bring those stories into awareness, try to help more of those stray cats, try to introduce like ways on maybe rehoming, adopting instead of not calling it buying. Most importantly, adopting, looking into rehoming those cats, giving them a safe space, giving them a safe home.
Yeah, I agree. And we have one of those amazing heroes, humans, joining us very soon. Her name is Arij, and she has rescued 1,000 cats in Dubai. So we're excited to have that conversation. But I want to ask you, the audience, and from a publisher's perspective, we look at this from a different lens. But do you think sharing these videos raises awareness for cat abuse, or it's actually doing more harm than good? And I'd love a different perspectives on this.
Because I think you'll mostly hear people saying that it will raise awareness, right?
I don't know. I don't know people's take on this one. Like, we know what people think about generally donating and videoing it. The majority say they rather keep that private. But when there's animal abuse of this magnitude, does it raise awareness, or would you just rather not see it on your feed?
No, I think it does raise awareness. First of all, if you look at it in this way, if this person is being filmed and publicly being targeted and attacked for abusing this animal, it will make other people question or maybe like reconsider their actions. Because with how much we're surveilled here, everything is caught, nothing's going to be hidden. So even if you don't care about those pets, a lot of people care about their reputation, how they look in front of other people. So that's one thing.
True.
Yeah.
So sad, but true.
It is true. And the second thing is you can hold those people accountable, either socially or by law, because animal abuse is not acceptable. So sharing such videos, maybe you weren't able to identify this person, but other people can be, and it can be notified to the police, so you can hold them accountable. So I think sharing such videos, although they can be super triggering for a lot of people and too difficult to watch, it's still really important to share them.
Yeah, because we shared it yesterday, and there's people who wouldn't watch it in the office. But then, interesting, Patuti official says sharing this raises awareness and also hopefully will attract authorities' attention. We have had stories of people sharing videos, you'll probably remembered them, of animals on balconies or in gardens for quite some time. And it's a neighbour in the community. Maybe they've knocked on the door and got a bad reception, or maybe they don't want to go to this person and say, hey, this is animal abuse. The dog's been on the balcony for 5 days, whatever. And so when we've shared it to the police as well, and the police have been amazing at saving those animals who've been left defenseless on a balcony of someone. So like, this isn't like a stray animal. This is like someone owns the animal. And the police have been so good. They're like, where's the location? Do the authorities know? First of all, they'll check to have the building authorities knocked on the door, and then they'll go, and they'll rescue that animal. It's amazing. So yeah, I think the awareness piece is really important.
Awareness and notifying the police and notifying the cat community. They will be out to get you. They'll be out to get you.
So true.
And even if you have this pet and you're so annoyed that you're abusing them, millions and so many people would love to rehome them. They would love to adopt them. So why would you do that? Why would you put that pet in this situation? Like, if you don't want that cat, you're so frustrated, you're so irritated by them, put them up for adoption. A lot of people would love to do it.
Well, there's no excuse for the actions that we saw in that video, for sure. I think there's another perspective here, so I'd just like to share it. Well, Musa, thank you for your comment, said it would be better to check the reason behind why the guy did that. Video is raising awareness, of course, but it should be for both, for the cat and, but it should, for both, not for the cat and forget the man. Maybe he needs help as well. What an empathetic approach that you're taking, Whale. And it's interesting because I generally, when I have stories, I always try and put yourself in that person's shoes as to the why. But if you've seen the video, I don't think it's excusable. I think in some cases, and I know what you're getting at, but I just feel like there's no excuse for doing that to a helpless animal. But I appreciate your empathetic opinion, and we're here for the dialogue as always. Let's jump in to our next story. Is your internet slow?
Is it still slow? Is it back up? Because the Red Sea cable cuts are not the only reason the Wi-Fi is slow in the UAE. So if your Wi-Fi has been feeling sluggish lately, you might be quick to blame the Red Sea cable cuts. And yes, those damaged routes do carry around 70% of the world's internet traffic, causing global slowdowns with repairs expected to take up to 6 weeks, according to the National.
But here's the twist. UAE internet itself is still among the fastest in the world. Yes, by the way, we have super fast internet here. Ookla has done a report and they report a very fast median download speed of 317.98 Mbps and upload speed of 147.28 Mbps. So the question is, why does your home connection still feel stuck in the slow lane? The hidden problem might be closer to home than you think.
Old routers, Wi-Fi 4 and 5 simply can't keep up with today's speeds. So many devices are still connecting to the slower 2.4 gigahertz band instead of 5 gigahertz. So bigger homes often struggle with Wi-Fi dead zones. So while global cable cuts are real, your own router setup might be the real culprit.
So how to fix this? You can upgrade your Wi-Fi network to a 6 or even Wi-Fi 7. Plug in with Ethernet for a stable connection, or try mesh Wi-Fi to cover every corner of your home. With the right setup, you can get the speeds that UAE... So UAE delivers fast speeds basically, but your home might be not set up to do that, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it might be a router issue, not just the red cables, and we're just quick to blame. You know, we don't want to put the blame on us.
Well, I think last year I had super slow internet in the house I was in for a year.
And what did you do to upgrade it?
I had calls with them, but there's nothing to upgrade. Like, I had a home internet package. I didn't have a big home where there was dead zones. Like, I was apartment living. Here's the router. Here I am. Someone comes to fix it. It was just slow.
It was just slow. And then this year, is it better?
I've moved, and yeah, it's fine.
But did you take the same router, or did you have a new one?
No, I changed. Because when you move, you just get a new one.
I had the same issue, but I can't really necessarily say that if it was 4 or 5, but we moved to the same router from the old house, but before moving to the villas, we had a very slow internet. So we were advised that we need a bigger package because we're a bigger family and a lot of people are using devices.
Fair.
Yeah, and wider spaces require like better Wi-Fi. But still, I'm still feeling like it can be a bit slow, but there's a lot of pressure on it, basically. Thank you, Wi-Fi, for handling the pressure. No, I'm joking. But
you're using all the internet. Your family.
Your family, like a family of 7, you're using all the internet. But here also, when we fixed the router and we restarted it, basically, it really helped, though.
It does help in the office. Our office, we're a lot of people, about 30 people using the internet. And in the last week or so, since the Red Sea cables have been cut, we turn off the Wi-Fi, we turn it back off, we get the team out, they fix the Wi-Fi. We're having some Wi-Fi issues at some of our sister publications, Fashy Sports, football games as well. But are any of those tricks going to help Kirby with the mesh?
Yeah, can we get an expert advice?
We're just trying to use dual SIM with a different...
A dual SIM?
Yeah.
And...
Makes sense.
And if we do upgrade our router, does it really help, or...?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what a Wi-Fi 6 or a Wi-Fi 7 is. 6/7!
6/7!
What a day for it.
It just slipped right there, you know?
It was being handed to me and I totally missed it. Okay, it's 8:53. It is Thursday morning. We're going to meet an amazing woman. Her name is Arij. She is a local hero who spends her time rescuing and rehoming cats. She's done it for 1,000 cats. We're so excited to welcome her. She'll be with us after this very short break. Do stay tuned. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we're joined by a very special guest, Arij Al Jafar, the heart and soul behind Arij Kitty Rescues Dubai. With over 1,000 cats rehomed across the UAE and beyond, she's given so many cats a second chance at life, and today she's here to share her journey, the stories that touched her heart, and what it really takes to dedicate your life to rescue. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for being here.
So let's start off by telling us, how did you start rescuing those cats? Was there a specific story that sparked it?
Well, we just used to see lots of stray cats around, sometimes dumped little kittens. I used to rescue injured cats on the streets, like the ones run over by cars, or some people, I don't know why, for whatever reason, they separate kittens from their moms and they threw them away. Then in my area where I used to live before in Jumeirah, and then that's how it started. And then from one person to another, they introduced me to the Facebook rescue groups. There are so many Facebook rescue groups. Of course, it's lots of expats and lots of local ladies. They work together to help the cats, and from then it just snowballed. And once I started, you can't stop.
That's true.
Yeah,
So when, can you just understand, like, have you lived in the UAE all your life?
No, I'm originally from Iraq. I've been here for the past 22 years, and I love animals. I've always had animals in my life, but rescuing becomes like a mission. It's not fun. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's heartbreaking. It's we are a group. We help each other as well, and we get lots of help from veterinary clinics, from relocation agencies. They all provide us good services and charity rates, so we can also relocate cats abroad.
Okay, we'll get into those details.
Yeah, but how were you able to connect with those vets? Did you reach out, or did they reach out to you? Because
There is one group called Every Cat Matters. This lady, a British lady, she was here in Dubai. When she saw the situation of the stray cats, she was really moved.
Yeah.
And then she took several with her back to the UK. And then she established a charity, which is an official charity, called Every Cat Matters. And she is one of the groups that helps us with finding homes for cats in the UK. But there are others in Germany, in Switzerland, and in Ireland. That's where I usually send.
Let's look a little bit about the process for people if they want to rehome a cat, rescue a cat. What's the process like?
What do you mean rehome?
So if I wanted to rescue a cat.
You want to rescue a cat, yeah. So because rehoming is when people, they don't want their own cats, and they start asking others, so that's why we call rehome.
Rescue.
And, so you see,
We want to know how people want to rescue, not rehome.
Yeah. So yes, the rehome is I ask adopters to fill up adoption questionnaire. They have to pay the clinic directly the cost for vaccination, neutering, deworming, and microchip, which is at a 50% discount. As I said, I deal with 5 clinics in Dubai. They all offer me big discounts for treatment and for the adoption package to do the basic services. This is basic to get the cat vaccinated, dewormed, neutered, and microchip. And our focus is on neutering. We want to stop this breeding thing. All this, what's happening, what people are dumping the cats on the streets because the numbers are overwhelming. And it's all because of breeding. And they are doing it senselessly. Not all of those people are doing it for trading or business. No, they just have a male and female. They allow them to mate. They make babies. The babies start mating at 6 months old, and it suddenly explodes. From 2 cats, you will end up having 80 in 2 years. So when they're overwhelmed, what will they do? They dump the cats.
Oh, no.
And so lots of people, unfortunately, they think dumping a cat in a park is okay, it's safe. No, it's not. Home cats cannot survive on the streets. They lost their skills for hunting, for finding food, for survival. They cannot defend themselves. They cannot assess danger. They don't know how to run away between cars. So that's number one. And the other, lots of people, they dump them around fish market or Sharjah animal market thinking that there is food. So it's okay. No, again, it's not okay. Especially breed cats who are fluffy and with a flat face, they cannot breathe. So they just sit, wait for someone to feed them because that's what they're used to. And they just die out of hunger and starvation.
How often is this happening? You say it as though it's a regular thing that people are just dumping their cats in parks and at the fish market.
Non-stop. It is by the minute.
Wow.
You cannot understand the level of dumping.
Really?
I mean, if you think I am a big rescuer, I am not. I am an average or maybe below average. There are others are doing much more than me. And some of them, they are going after work. They go to feed the cats, stray cats. Then they go collect the stray cats to neuter them and release them back on the streets, the same place, which was called TNR, trap, neuter, and release.
Yeah.
And others, they go every day to Sharjah Animal Market to pick up the dumped cats, not the strays. The strays are the Arabian Mau cats who've always been on the streets.
Okay.
When we talk about dump cats, is the ones who had homes and their owners throw them out. Those mostly happens in parks and in Sharjah Animal Market. And lots of rescuers, I don't have the heart to go there. Apparently, it is so heartbreaking.
Oh.
And to see the scene, especially the way they cannot groom themselves because they don't have saliva anymore. They are so dehydrated. So they are dying from viruses, they are dying from starvation, they are dying from dehydration, which kidney failure. So it is really heartbreaking. And some people, they just take the small kittens and throw them into the rubbish bin. So they go, those rescuers, they start looking into the rubbish bins. They look
They
around.
know to look there?
Yeah, and sometimes someone will tell them, it is also word of mouth.
they heard, yeah.
Like I heard the mewing in the rubbish bin, so people will rush there to try to help. People doing a lot, but whatever we're doing, it's not enough. We still need to stop breeding. This is our main issue, stopping breeding.
How can they have the heart to just dump them in the trash? It's crazy.
It happens, by the way.
It happens a
It
lot,
happens
yeah.
all over the world. I mean, because we are seeing it's not
Yeah.
like it's specifically here. No, it happens. Animal abuse is
It's everywhere, yeah.
Is everywhere.
And if let's say I'm feeling super overwhelmed, I have a lot of cats around me and I don't want to dump them in the streets, what's the best way, what's the best approach can I do to maybe have them have a different home? Should I reach out to charity or the vet or
You
someone
have
like
to
you?
go through rescuers because the shelters here are limited and they are also overfull. Because again, of the number of cats, which we cannot control, so they end up in shelters. And I know that there is a RAC animal shelter, and I know there is a shelter in Sharjah, and there's one in Abu Dhabi, the Falcon Hospital shelter. So they take cats, but they are also overfull.
They're overfull.
So there are shelters and then there are rescuers.
Yes.
And then the rescuers are people like you
Yeah.
who are daily finding cats in
Yes,
your homes.
or people, they approach me like, some people really heartless, like, I'm leaving tonight, I have 7 cats, can you take them?
No.
No.
Why you are leaving tonight with 7 cats and no plan? What about plan B, C, D? And all the rescuers rush to Sharjah to distribute those 7 cats. I mean, people do that. They're really heartless.
And so, would you personally rescue some of the cats into your own home? And if so,
Yeah,
how
I
many
have them in
cats?
my home. And sometimes, like now, I have a lot.
How many?
So, don't ask. I mean, maybe 30.
Wow.
Yeah. So, fortunately, I have a big house and I have places to separate them because they cannot be mixed as well. Because, some of them come with viruses, some of them, they will attack each other. So first we have the isolation, they have to be vet checked, then they have to be vaccinated, blah, 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 until back home. Then we can do the introduction with others. Then I start posting for them on my Facebook page or on my Instagram page. And people start contacting me. And then they have to fill up adoption questionnaire. And if they are suitable, I will give them a cat. I don't give my cats to anyone.
This must come at a massive personal expense. How much do you think you've spent over the years?
No, I cannot. I mean, my husband will kill me. He knows. I mean, it's his money. I don't work. So, I mean, this.
But you're a legend. What you're doing is amazing. So that's
Yeah.
okay.
So, yeah, some people don't know. I don't want him to know. Yeah, at least.
But it's expensive, though.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expensive, yeah.
What are red flag, or what do you look for when you've got a potential person who wants to adopt from you? What do you look for in that questionnaire?
I'm asking them, first we have to check for jobs. Like we want people to have stable jobs,
Yeah.
not living in sharing. And if they have, I mean, with single people, we have also to ask, because sometimes singles will find a partner, and if the partner will have a cat allergy, you know, so we have to ask questions, because, you know, like cat allergy is one of the main issues as well for dumping cats. So with singles, we have to be worried. And especially single men, sadly, single men will dump their cats quickly for a girl. Girls will not do it as easily. Maybe the cat will come first.
Becomes part of your family, basically, and you get attached to the
Yeah.
cat. Yeah.
In the beginning, it was very hard to get, like you're giving your own child. After a while, when you find a good home, yes, please take it. Because, you know, I'll have a space to rescue another one.
And how often do you basically rehome those cats? Is it on a weekly
slow.
basis?
I mean, this week I had the most beautiful kittens dumped on me. Maybe I have 12, and people were all over themselves to adopt
they
them.
want them. They're so
So
cute.
at this time I was, you know, pay hard to get. Like, no, you're not taking one, you're taking two. So I'm making the rules. And this was very nice, and they went like this, you know, for adoption, and the adopters were really all of them. Amazing people and cat loving, and you know, sometimes you go with your gut feeling, not only what's on paper.
Yeah.
You know, so even also you see families with children, how old are the children, you will see how the children are handling the pet.
Yeah.
And sometimes if I find that the pets, they're not handling them well, I will tell them frankly, sorry, I don't think you're ready to adopt at the moment. Maybe later on when your kids are older or you have more opportunity to educate your kids how to handle pets. Yeah.
And you also have managed to find homes for cats abroad. How has that worked?
Yeah, as I said earlier, with the rescue groups abroad, I advertise on those pages, and sometimes they contact me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have through my Instagram, I have lots of people in the West who are contacting me, asking to adopt. And yes, number one is the UK. So I'm sending a new cat soon to the UK, and I'm still looking for more.
And I understand why you would want to work with people abroad, because the more people who want to give homes to these cats for you, the better, so you can look after more. But why would people abroad want to rescue a cat from Dubai? Would they not? Do they not have cats as an international issue? Would they not want to rescue in their own country?
That's also, I think they just want to help. I mean, because in the West there are proper shelters.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, like Battersea shelter in London, which I support, and but there are proper shelters, and they do find homes easier, and they are very strict with the adoption process. And the adopters in the UK, they are paying the travel fees, which are, I mean, around 3,000 to 4,000 dirhams, which is under charity rates. They're paying it, so that means when they're doing it, they're also part of helping the process, not because of only wanting a cat, because the cat is there also. But also the breed cats are expensive in the UK. So also they're getting a beautiful breed cat, healthy, vaccinated, neutered, everything, and they're paying for the travel cost.
Okay.
And do you usually get updates about those cats that you send overseas?
Yes, I keep on also in touch with them. And sometimes when some people when they are adopting the special need cats, the blind, the paralyzed, they do that. I mean, mostly they do that in Germany and the UK. So I've sent lots of paralyzed and blind cats there. And when this situation, they either go for GoFundMe to collect money there in the UK, or we share the cost of the travel. I will pay half, they will pay half.
Oh, okay.
And so we want to help the cat,
It feels like it's your children.
Yeah.
You know? And you're getting updates from them abroad. It's so lovely.
Yeah, but at least better than children. They don't answer back. No school fees.
School fees is the main thing. You say on Instagram that you're not a shelter, just a person helping the voices. Do you feel that you have enough support since you're doing it solo, or is it draining?
Draining.
Yeah.
It's very draining. But you can't stop. They say, like, once you're in the mafia, once you're in, you're never out. So
It's a big responsibility, but here you are just
Yeah.
doing it, yeah.
No.
And so when you come to rescuing cats and rehoming them and like maybe having a lot of people adopting it, it tells you a lot about a certain people. But what does it say about people that adopt or maybe dump or maybe rescue? Did it change your
Sadly,
perspective?
I mean, the people who dump, sadly, I cannot name and shame, but 3 specific nationalities only, they do that. And it's heartbreaking. So
Yeah.
also when I when I rehome a cat, I have to be very worried when I'm giving to these 3 nationalities. And I don't know why it is, they do that. They just take a cat, it's like a toy, and they either get bored or they don't want to spend money, or they leave the country. They don't have a plan to take the cat with them. So the cat will end up on the street. So they always say, oh, are you going to take my cat, or we're going to dump on the street? So sometimes we rush to rescue the cat before it's dumped. Sometimes they don't even bother. But, you know, we are mostly, the rescuers, we are homes. We're not
Yeah.
shelters. So it's not always I have space. Like now, if somebody will call me whatever condition, whatever cat, I will say no.
You can't.
I am overfull, impossible. I cannot take a mouse. So unless I have adopters, because adoption is slow until I find the right, and also until I get the cat health checked, ready for adoption, and then I meet the potential adopters and we do interviews and the right home. It's not overnight. It takes time.
It takes time, yeah.
And before you leave us, I think maybe could you speak on some of the other amazing rescue shelters? Because I believe there's potentially some scams out there, and you know people don't have the animals' best interests at heart. So could you, I guess, recommend or suggest good rescue shelters and good rescuers that people can turn to if they want to adopt?
Oh, well, good rescuers, I only, because they have to follow, because they have their own names on Instagram. Like I know Lola personally. There is another lady, Natalia, but I don't know where she's posting. But Lola is on Instagram, and I mean, she's a very big rescuer, bigger than me, though she started only lately. So I've been rescuing for 15 years, and she was rescuing, I think, only last 2-3 years. But suddenly she's doing, it seems, a very good job, and she's rehoming a lot here and abroad. No, there are lots of rescuers. The RAC animal shelter is highly recommended, but I don't know them. I mean, I just hear word of mouth from other people. I don't deal with shelters.
Okay. And finally, before you leave us, I have to ask, you said, you mentioned that your husband helps you financially, and that also, and then also when you're looking for the right person to take the cat, you make sure that if they're single, that the future partner. So I wonder, is your husband a cat lover as well?
He is, of course. Otherwise, I mean, we have cats. I rescue dogs as well, now and then. Okay. But yeah, of course. Otherwise, I mean, imagine.
He's a hero. If he has allergies, you know.
No, he's not allergic. And every time he said, my study is off limit, but now we're overwhelmed. We have 3 beautiful kittens in his study. So we try to put the beautiful ones, so they will, you know, steal his heart. So he cannot complain.
So cute. What you guys do is amazing. Every now and then we're lucky enough to meet people on the ground in the community in Dubai who do amazing things. And thank you so much for helping the cats in Dubai.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Vasa.
Thank you, Casey.
And that is the end of the Lovin Dubai show. We're back with you every single weekday morning. So have a beautiful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.